Hi there, this is Srikanth Dasari. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about pointers in C. Let me launch the IDE. So I have created a project pointers in C, and it has a C file pointers.c. Okay. So pointer, as written in this comment, pointer is a variable which holds the address of another variable. Okay. So before getting into pointers, so let's see what is an address. Okay, so let us take a variable here, int a, and I have just assigned a value to it. So if you want to print the value, you say something like this: the value of a is equal to a. Okay, so if you save and run the program, just get the value of a, which is 10. Okay, so as we have studied in the earlier lesson, that a variable is a name given to a memory location, okay, in the system's memory. So a variable is just a name given to that memory location, which is also known as address. Okay, so the value 10 is stored in a particular location in memory, which contains some address. Okay, so if you want to know what is the address of this variable a, okay, so you can use so there are two operators in pointers, two unary operators are used in pointers. They are ampersand and star. Okay, sorry, not star, asterisk. We have to call it as asterisk. Okay, so ampersand is used to retrieve the address. Okay, the star is used to retrieve the value which is pointed by a pointer. Okay, or the value which is contained in that particular address memory location. Okay, so if you want to know the address of variable a, which we have taken here, so you can simply print the address here. The address of a %d, if you prefix the variable name with ampersand, you get the address of that location. Okay, so if you run the program, it retrieves the address, which is a huge number. Okay, which is a huge number, since we are using the %d as modular division operator. Okay, so we are getting an integer. So if you want to have the address in hexadecimal format, okay, so you can say %x, and you run the program, you get the address in hexadecimal format here. Okay, so whatever your wish. So let's keep it as %d only. So if you take a pointer and you can assign, as we have studied, that pointer is a variable which holds the address of another variable. So to demonstrate that, let's take a pointer variable here. To take a pointer, we have to use the data type followed by asterisk and name of the pointer here. Okay, so this is a pointer which points to an integer. Okay, so this is a pointer of type integer. Okay, so if you want to assign the address of variable a, you have to do something like this. So if you say like this, that which means that you are assigning the address of a in pointer p. Okay, so which establishes a link between pointer p and this variable a. Okay, so now pointer, the name it got as a pointer because it points to the address where the value of a is stored. Okay, so this is the meaning of a pointer. That's the reason it got the name as pointer. Here the pointer variable p points to a location where the value of a is stored. Okay, so if you want to print the content of the pointer, you can simply say like this: the address of A %dp. Okay, so if you say like this, just whatever the address of A is assigned in P, it just gets printed here. Okay, so if you save and run the program, the same address which was retrieved for A is assigned in our pointer P, and just that's got printed here. Okay, so if you want to retrieve the value which is stored in that location, which is pointed by our pointer, you can use the asterisk operator. So you can say something like this, again with the help of printf statement: the value of A %d A. Okay, so you can say, instead of A, you can say star asterisk P. Okay, so if you say something like this, the value stored at that location is retrieved by using this asterisk operator. If you save and run the program, it just displays the value 10 here. Okay, so whatever the value you have stored in A. Okay, so the underlying concept is, here the pointer holds the address of the variable A. That means that pointer points to that location where the value is stored. Okay, so to retrieve that value, you have to use the asterisk operator. Okay, so to retrieve the address, like you have used the ampersand operator to retrieve the address of that memory location. Okay, so there is one more variant in pointers, which is also known as pointer to pointer. Okay, so that is we can declare a pointer to a pointer like this. Okay, by using a asterisk operator 2 times. Okay, it is known as pointer to a pointer. Okay, so the purpose of pointer to a pointer is that it holds the address of a pointer. Okay, so until now we have studied that pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. Okay, so pointer to a pointer just does the same way. Instead of storing the address of variable, it stores the address of another pointer. Okay, so since we have taken here so pointer to a pointer as Q, so it is capable of holding the address of another pointer, which is P. Okay, so you can say something like this: Q is equal to ampersand P, which is perfectly valid here. Okay, so here you are just linking your Q to P, which in turn links to the variable A. Okay, so there is like a chain like structure here. So Q points to P, which in turn points to A. So if you want to retrieve the address of P, pointer P, you can say with the help of printf statement, the address of P. Okay, %d, and simply you can say Q, since you are assigning the address of pointer P in Q. Okay, if you save and run the program, you just get the different number of the different memory location where the pointer P is stored here. Okay, so this is the content of Q, which stores the address of P. Okay, so in the same way, so if you want to retrieve the address of variable A using this pointer to pointer, you can do it. Okay, so let's take another printf statement here. Okay, you can say something like this: the address of A %d, and if you say star Q. Okay, so since you are saying star Q, even though we have taken it as pointer to pointer, the asterisk Q retrieves the address of variable A. Okay, the address of a variable A. So if you save and run the program, you understand better. By just saying singleton asterisk operator in our pointer to pointer, it retrieves the address, okay, the address of A, the content, okay. So in the same way, if you want to retrieve the value which is pointed by that memory location using pointer to pointer, you can simply have another printf statement. So now we have to use the double asterisk notation here. Sorry, the value of A percentage D double asterisk Q. Okay, so if you say something like this and save and run the program, now the value which is pointed by that memory location, which is 10 always, as we have taken the value of A, is retrieved here. Okay, so here if you want to summarize the concept, the pointer is a variable which holds the address of another variable. So here we have taken a plain variable here and assigned a value 10 to it, and we have taken a pointer to an integer, and just we have assigned the value of address, which is the address of A, into P, such that there is a link established, or the P points to the location where the contents of A is stored. Okay, so in the same way, we have taken a pointer to a pointer and stored the address of another pointer, which is P here. So here our pointer to pointer points to P, in turn which points to the plain variable A. Okay, so that's the reason when you are using a singleton asterisk operator to retrieve, it retrieves the address of that particular location where the value A is stored. In the same way, when you are using a double asterisk symbol, it retrieves the value. So if you check the output once again, it retrieves the value which is 10. Okay, so pointers at a very first glance it might be a bit confusing. So with a lot of practice, you will never forget how this mechanism is working. Okay, so see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.